Okay guys, day 11 of our Pineapple Yarns Advent Calendar. Ooh. Ooh. And didn't you think it was funny yesterday when Zane said ooh as soon as he actually looked at it? I think somebody's copying Mommy. Hey Leo, that's my bag. What's inside my bag? Leo, what's inside my bag? What's inside my bag? Blocks? That's not Mommy's. That doesn't look like yarn. No, that doesn't look like yarn. I don't think blocks look like yarn, do you? Do you think so? Zane, you gonna read us a story?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, you read us Spider-Man? What Spider-Man say?
That's Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Zane, you know, it's really hard to work on the blankie when you're sitting with me. Leo, it's really hard to video camera when you take over the camera. Do you see us? Say hi, Mommy.
Hey.
Zane, you're not supposed to be the baby still awake. Oh, we don't have a Leo asleep yet, but he's a lot quieter than the Zane. Hey guys, so we're going to go ahead and backtrack. I think it was back to question 4 of the holidays tradition tag when it was talking about decorating and your favorite places, and I said, you know, the clearance rack, which is true, but there was one place that I go to shop, which, I don't know, you can't really say it's the clearance because, you know, it's 40% off like all season long, but I like to shop Hobby Lobby for nothing else but this wrapping paper. Now, of course, I have different kinds of wrapping paper. You see, oh, I have red snowflakes. Yeah, I pretty much every year go out and get a couple new rolls of my Hobby Lobby wrapping paper because I love it. And I try to get, you know, not just Christmassy wrapping papers, but ones, you know, that I could use all year round for any occasion because their wrapping paper, not only is it like so much thicker and nicer, I've heard there's lines, of course I can't see that for cutting, but even though they're shorter rolls, they are just so much easier to wrap with. And I love to wrap presents. Like, that is one of the traditions I guess I did back with my mom. So back to question 2, I think. Was it 3? Whatever the question was about your favorite holiday traditions. Yeah, we would wrap presents for the other kids. So there was me, my sister, and my younger brother. So I'm the middle child. My sister is 22 months older, and then my brother is almost 4 years younger. So we would get to wrap with my mom the gifts for the other members of the family, and I absolutely loved this. So, you know, I've used lots of wrapping papers, and I brought this one out. This is your basic, like Walmart, Target, somewhere had this on clearance at the end of the year. And even though they can have pretty prints, this paper is junk. I mean, you will use twice as much of this, even though it's a longer roll. So sometimes I'll use these just because they're longer. But you'll use twice as much of it because it just rips so much faster and harder than your Hobby Lobby. And yeah, so that was just something I wanted to share with where I go to shop because I think Walgreens also has a fairly decent wrapping paper, but I enjoy my Hobby Lobby. My only complaint with the Hobby Lobby papers is that sometimes, you know, they don't vary much from year to year, and I would like to see a little more variety and, you know, options because I have the same red snowflake paper from a couple different, or it's so slightly different. And yeah, that's the only thing I see a problem with the Hobby Lobby papers. But yeah, that is one of the things, or one of the places that I go for my, I guess it's not really a holiday decoration, but it is, because like I said, under the Christmas tree is presents. Those are the presents that Sam brought back from Shop with a Cop. So they were wrapped really, really fast and not with much care. Like I said, I wasn't over with him, so I didn't get to wrap because they would have looked super awesome if I was over there. But I was wrangling the twins. So anyways, guys, that's all for today's holidays traditions tag. Oh, I thought of one more thing that I wanted to share about gift wrapping. So when I was young, because we don't do this today, because when Jeremy and Sam were the smallest, or when Jeremy was the only child for 3 years for Christmas, we would always have Santa bring the big things that we didn't want to wrap and have it assembled so that we didn't have to wrap it. But when I was a kid, Santa brought probably just as much stuff as my mom bought for us for Christmas. And Santa's gifts were always in Santa paper, whereas our other gifts did not ever have Santa paper. So that was just a fun little tidbit back to my past. Hey guys, guess what? We made it to cake 4. Now, I chose this cake because it either has breaks in it or it has too many color transitions. So I'm going to guess there's a break. But it might just, I don't know. I think there's just not enough red on that outer layer, although, yeah, I'm going to guess that it's broken somewhere. And that's why we have red in the middle. But I chose this cake because it was the one cake out of the rest of my cakes that looked the most different. Because all my other ones look like this. Now, wow, doesn't that look like not the same thing? But yeah, all the other skeins have just this little bit. Oh, is that the outside? I think that's the outside string. Have the little bit of the one color in the center. And then, yeah, they're all like that. And I just thought so much of this, well, what's the outer color on these ones? Since that's the color the last cake ended with, I thought that would look really weird with so much of it next to each other. So we went with the one that starts on the red. So yeah, let's hope. I thought since it's in the middle, that would be the best time for it to be the least like in order, and then the next 3 ones, like I said, the last 3 cakes are all about the same, so they'll look similar. So I thought, yeah, we'll go ahead, do this oddball one, and then move on to the others. So on to cake 4.